Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, with the recent episode of Heroes, we get to see a very interesting ending of the overall show, and to think that they were going in this direction was pretty dope, but at the same time, it was kind of obvious because I don't think we had seen the character I'm about to talk about previously in there, so it's like sooner or later this was going to happen, just on the sense of having him as a character. But Zamasu being someone that not only gave, like our characters a much bigger fight recently, it comes to me with like no surprise that he shows up in some way, form in the show, even though he's been defeated or whatever. And I'm pretty sure he's actually been in Heroes before. It's just he's not been in it as of like to this extent. And by what I mean by that is he's look seemingly is about to be one of the main characters um, of the show, or like one of the main villains anyway, because he straight up pops out of nowhere with like a whole bunch of other people that seemingly are broken. Oh my god. And with all of them, it's like no competition with like the power that they have, not to mention the added addition of Cumber to their team. Um, And it's funny to me that like Heroes has this idea of just like random powerful characters that have already, been around just showing up longer, and doing more for the series. And I say it's funny because something like that hasn't necessarily happened in Dragon Ball Z or Super, and it's seemingly something that they're not afraid to do. So I can see easily this coming to our show, just having characters kind of manifest their way in. I mean, look at the movie, for instance. If you guys haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to get too much into the Broly movie, but with how much happens in the Broly movie, it's kind of obvious that all of this is possible in the main continuity. It's just they don't know if it's gonna sell, in my opinion. Oh my god, he just kept stepping back like a bum. Um, but yeah, I just don't think they knew if it's gonna sell. Like for instance, Cooler showing up. For instance, like Zamasu coming back or something. This Zamasu that we're seeing with the eye patch and everything. It's almost like he's hiding the imperfect part of his body. All of these different things, and then there's like baby characters from GT and stuff. Sure, they don't have to include GT because Heroes has, a lot more free range. Just like the Super Saiyan 4s, for instance, like who would have thought the Super Saiyan 4 transformation would have been like their strongest in Super until like SS Blue Goku actually has to show up and show them what's going on. But it's weird to me as well because the kids in Super or in Heroes aren't anywhere to be found in the anime. Um, and I think that's for a good reason because they already had like Super Saiyan God at this point in time in the story. So it still didn't make sense for like Goku, that is the Xeno Goku, to not know like of anything of this transformation. Maybe it was just Super Saiyan Blue actually that he hadn't seen, and he's seen Red, but it was Blue that like surprised him or something. So I'm not sure where they're going with that. I kind of didn't like enjoy it and that much. If that was their route, like Super Saiyan 4 is their ultimate form and stuff like that, which I mean, it definitely looks cooler. It has a lot more aesthetic to it. There's the tail, there's all the fur, the hair always looks on point. Like there's a lot. It's like a flavoring of Super Saiyan 3 because there's definitely a lot more hair there than there is in like just normal Super Saiyan transformations. So I always like that aspect of the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. It just had more style to it. and I feel like everything else was kind of like these lazy transformations that were just like a little bit of Super Saiyan, but then like the hair was barely spiked, you know? Dang, this guy literally just kept punching. um, but yeah, I truly thought Super was going to do stuff like this where they just pull out random characters. Having Broly being a character in the show as of now is cool, but at the same time, it almost feels kind of lackluster in the sense of just like how Zamasu just shows up. Sure, there's probably going to be more story behind it, but I understand why Super doesn't go with that because it's weird just to throw in characters and then rip them out without any explanation. I think the overall anime like of Super and of Z wouldn't necessarily accept it, but at the same time we seen worse, so it wouldn't be a surprise to me if people actually dislike or like it. But with seeing the power of Ultra Instinct this week, man, this week of well, just this in general of Super, it almost makes you feel like Ultra Instinct is something that Goku can master by watching it here. Because, for one thing, if this is the Goku that fought Jiren, he probably would have destroyed Jiren, simply because of the way he got rid of his energy with Ultra Instinct this week, and not only that, the way he achieves it. You know, it's kind of like a lot it seemed a lot quicker or a lot easier than, I mean, he's already tapped into it once before, so of course it was he had like a feeling of what it actually felt like, but just having a situation going on around him being the reason why he triggers into it was kind of weird. And he was like unconscious forever, and then the first thing he does is get a transformation that's stronger than Fu, supposedly, and he gets his transformation that's stronger than Xeno, Goku, and Vegeta. So, by being able to pretty much manhandle Cumber without like any effort at all, then hits him with the Kamehameha, and he survives it. Like he looks like he was about to get disintegrated. Nah, he's good. He's fine. He straight up took an Ultra Instinct Kamehameha to the face and came out relatively okay enough for Zamasu to save him and take him away. And that's kind of where I get what Heroes is. They could use everybody. They could just they could reuse people, because of the time traveling and all that different stuff. They could just go back. They've already gone to Dragon Ball and fought different people from Dragon Ball. It's just there's no real stopping them from doing what they really want. And I thought that was a cool aspect to see of Dragon Ball Z the franchise. But hopefully we get some more characters into Super that are in this, like Cooler, for instance. Like Golden Cooler would be absolutely nuts. And yeah, God, I want to spoil. I was about to spoil something from the movie so hard without even thinking about it. But yeah, if you don't mind being spoiled, or if you've already seen the movie and you're someone watching this video, let me know in the comments down below, or get at me. I'll have my Twitter on the description so we can talk about it. But what I was going to say kind of correlates with the movie and just how things could turn in the future of the series. So I won't get into it as well because I just respect you guys. Like, I'm not going to do that to you. That's dumb to just spoil something like that. But overall, man, I loved this episode. It kind of really hit me in the nostalgia feels when they did Goku screaming out at the last second on a destroyed planet. But then they kind of ruined it, and they showed us an Ultra Instinct Goku in some art where the Zamasu who came and saved Cumber and all those other people that were with Zamasu are, like the main antagonists of the next couple of things of superheroes. Um, but at the same time, they then go to show us that, hey, there's also Ultra Instinct Goku. Like, of course he lived. And not to mention, there's other people with them, like Hit, Jiren, I think probably Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta will be there just because they're the strongest. Besides maybe those kids that already have God transformations. I don't know what the heck's up with that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry about the uploads being lackluster for 2 days. The holidays kind of hit hard. Not only that, there just wasn't anything out on Wednesday, so there was nothing for me to really report on. So sorry about that. But yeah, back to the grind. We got many animes dropping out within the rest of this weekend. Not to mention coming up on Monday as well. My favorite show, the slime. Um, but yeah, other than that though, we're probably going to see some new shows pop up very soon here. A lot of good shows have ended. Not only just good shows, but even the shows that I didn't even record, like talk about and stuff. They're all hitting like their final episodes, final stuff of their season. So be prepared for me to be jumping into a lot of new content, stuff that I don't know, maybe some stuff that I do know some stuff about. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next videos, and I will talk to you in the next one. All right, my anime people. Ah, my leg! Peace. Actually, let's see if I can hit him with an ultimate. Yeet. Oh, okay. I can't block on Vanish, bro. What is this game? Fighters? Oh no, that's missing. Fine, I'll beat you with my hands. Oh, and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta definitely got more style than Vegito. Just saying. I don't know if you guys wanted to know that, my opinion on that, but Gogeta styles, GT Gogeta though styles the most on people. My God, that guy is nuts. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, not that impressive because it was only happening in Heroes, and he went against the one that he really was, like new, so they were just trying to bolster him up anyway. So who knows how good Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is, but we will find out hopefully soon. All right, everybody, peace.